DARS Overview. How to access DARS. In this video, we will review the General Psychology curriculum as it appears in your Degree Progress Audit, known as your DARS. To access your DARS, you will need to first log into your RamWeb. You will click on Menu and then click on the Academic Planning and Progress link. From there, you will click on Degree Progress Audit DARS. Once you do this, it will take you to this screen. Running DARS. You will click on Run Declared Programs to run a new audit. You will then click on View Audit. Please note, you need to request a new audit every time that you run your DARS. This will ensure you have the most up-to-date audit. Understanding DARS. DARS graphics. You will first see some graphics on your DARS. These graphics are meant to track your degree progress. However, the tracking of your degree is better captured down below. Scrolling down, you will see the University Minimum Credit and GPA Requirements section. To earn a bachelor's degree, you must earn at least 120 credits and have at least a 2.0 grade point average. The University Minimum Credit and GPA Requirements section. In this section, you will see IP, which stands for In Progress. It will highlight how many credits you are currently taking. In this example, the student is taking 14 credits. You will also see the Needs section, which highlights how many more credits are needed to meet the 120 credit requirement to graduate. Towards the right of the screen, you will see a section with 2.0 GPA. That is the minimum GPA you will need to graduate with a degree. If this is your first semester at CSU, you will not have a GPA here. If you are an ongoing student at CSU, your current GPA will appear above the baseline of 2.0 GPA. Also, in this section are tracking tools to count your upper division credit requirements. You must have 42 upper division credits to earn a bachelor's degree. Upper division credits are any 300, 400 level courses that you take. 30 of these upper division credits must be taken at CSU, or what we call in residence. The last portion of this section is the University Senior Year Requirement, which states that 15 of the last 30 credits you take must be taken at CSU or in residence. This is usually not an issue, but if you are concerned, please reach out to your academic advisor to learn more. The Program Minimum Credit Requirement section. The next section states that you may take a maximum of 12 psychology-specific special studies credits to count towards your degree. Special studies include being a research assistant, teaching assistant, doing an internship, or working on a special project directly with a psychology faculty member. Of these 12 credits allowed, only 10 credits can be awarded for teaching assistantships. The special studies credits are completely optional for the general psychology concentration. You do not need to participate in these opportunities to graduate with your degree. Please note, you cannot simply add these courses to your schedule. You must obtain permission from the faculty member who will be overseeing the special studies opportunity. This is usually not an issue for our students, but if you are concerned that you may go over this allotment, please reach out to your academic advisor to learn more. The All University Core Curriculum section. In this section, we will explore the All University Core Curriculum, or AUCC, requirements. It is important to note that you must have a minimum of a combined 2.0 GPA for your AUCC courses. There is a warning which reads, "Students are highly encouraged to check the catalog for possible overlap between courses which might result in a course being considered duplicate and credit not being applied toward degree completion. It is your responsibility to ensure prior to registration that you are not taking an unacceptable combination of courses. To ensure you are taking the correct courses, please consult with your academic advisor. The first category, which is AUCC-CAT 1A, Fundamental Competencies, showcases the composition requirement for all majors. For all psychology majors, we require CO 150, College Composition. If you have taken CO 130, it may be appearing in this section. Please note, you will still need to take CO 150 per psychology requirements. The next section is AUCC-CAT 1B, which highlights the mathematic requirements for all majors. For all psychology majors, we require the minimum of Math 117, College Algebra in Context Level 1, Math 118, College Algebra in Context Level 2, and Math 124, Logarithmic and Exponential Functions. Each are worth 1 credit, totaling 3 credits. You may have a different course counting here. Later in your DARS, in the General Psychology Concentration section, we will double check if your math is completed or not. The next AUCC is Category 1C. This category consists of a pick list of courses that fulfill the mission of engaging students in the study of cultural identities, exploring the interactions among these identities, and evoking reflection upon patterns of interaction related to the larger contexts in which they take place, focusing predominantly on the U.S. cultures as they are situated within a global context. On the DARS, you can see a list of courses that are hyperlinked to the description of the class. You will need to take a course from this pick list to fulfill the requirement. Next up is the AUCC-CAT 2, which is the Advanced Writing Requirement. All psychology majors must take a 300-level writing course from the pick list on DARS. You may have a different course counting here. Later in your DARS, in the General Psychology Concentration section, we will double check if your advanced writing is completed or not. Next is the AUCC-CAT 3A, Foundations and Perspectives, Biological Physical Sciences. All CSU students must take 2 science courses, one of which must have a lab component. For psychology majors, we require one of these science courses to be a life sciences course. You can choose from BZ 101, Genes, the Body, and Beyond, or Life 102, Attributes of Living Systems. The second science course can be any option from the pick list. Please work with your academic advisor to ensure you are meeting these science requirements. The next 2 categories are AUCC-CAT 3B. All CSU students are required to take 2 arts and humanity courses. One of the arts and humanities can be an intermediate foreign language course, but it does not have to be. On the DARS, you can see a list of courses that are hyperlinked to the description of the classes. You will need to take 2 of these courses to fulfill the 2 AUCC 3B requirements. Next up is the AUCC Category 3C requirement. This is the Social and Behavioral Sciences requirement. Later in your DARS, in the General Psychology Concentration section, we will double check if your Social and Behavioral Sciences category is completed or not. The last AUCC category is AUCC-CAT 3D, which is the Historical Perspectives requirement. All students must take a Historical Perspectives course. On this degree audit, the student is taking HIST 150 in the fall 2026 semester. It is an ongoing in-progress course, which we can see through the blue box with 3 white dots. You will then see an AUCC Cat 4 section. This is a snippet of required coursework highlighted below in the GPSZ-C2 section. We will skip this section and discuss its contents later. Before moving to the next section, there is an important note that reads, 500 level or higher courses cannot be required in undergraduate programs of study. However, credits taken at the 500 level may be used to fulfill undergraduate program requirements. This highlights that during your undergraduate studies, you may have the opportunity to take graduate level courses at the 500 level. These courses may be used to fulfill undergraduate degree requirements. To learn more about this, please consult with your academic advisor. General Psychology Concentration section. This section is filled with specific psychology requirements. There may be some overlap with AUCC course requirements in this section. This is to ensure you are meeting the specific psychology requirements. First is the mathematics section. This is highlighting the 3 credits of math that you will need. If the section has a red box and a white X in said box, and it says needs 3 credits, that means you still need to take Math 117, Math 118, and Math 124. If you have questions about this, please consult your academic advisor. Next is the advanced writing section. If this section has a red box with a white X in it, and it says needs 1 course, that means you still need to take a 300 level advanced writing course from the pick list. Next is your communication studies requirement. All psychology majors must take a communication studies course. On the DARS, it states which course you cannot choose from in the not from category. You can choose any other communication studies course that is at least 3 credits to fulfill this category. Next is the computer science category. All psychology majors must take a computer science course. This student is currently enrolled in CS 110 for fall 2026. This is fulfilling their computer science course requirement. Next is the life sciences category. In the AUCC section, we discussed the biological physical sciences requirement. We outlined how all psychology majors must take a life science course, either BZ 101 or Life 102. This section is ensuring that you completed one of these 2 course options. Make sure you are strategically planning which science courses you take to align with your graduation goals. Consult with your academic advisor to ensure you are taking the best courses for your path. Next, you will see the Social and Behavioral Sciences section. It states, any course in the AUCC 3C except any Sci course or Honor 493. This means you must take a course from the pick list below to satisfy this requirement. Lastly is the philosophy requirement. All psychology majors must take a philosophy course. On the DARS, it states which course you cannot choose from in the not from category. You can choose any other philosophy course that is at least 3 credits to fulfill this category. The GPSZ-C2 Psychology Courses section. Moving on to the next section, we will explore specific psychology major requirements. Under this category, it reads, students must have a C or better in each, Sci 100, Sci 192, Sci 210, Sci 250, Sci 252, Sci 350, Sci 493, the 2 lecture lab lab pairings in psychology and the additional lecture. The first section reads Psychology Required Courses. These are the core psychology courses that all psychology majors must take. On this example, you can see that 2 of the 7 requirements are currently in progress for fall 2026. Although they are in progress, the section still has a red square with a white X in it. The section will not turn blue until all course requirements are in progress. This will happen near your senior year. The Select From category has a list of remaining required courses listed. The second section is the 2 lecture lab pairings section. It states needs 2 sets and then has a selection of pairings you can choose from. The commas separate the pairings you can choose from. The last section is the additional lecture section that states it cannot be a course previously taken. This needs to be a course from the Select From pick list that you have not yet taken. The GPSZ-C3 Psychology Electives section. Moving along, we are now exploring the Psychology Electives requirement. All general psychology majors must take 12 credits of psychology electives. There are 2 rules for this section. The first is that a maximum of 3 credits can be a 100 level, 200 level, or special studies credit, not previously taken elsewhere. This states that out of the 12 credits you need in this category, 3 of those credits can be 100, 200 level coursework, or special studies credit. So you can do an internship, research assistantship, and or teaching assistantship for 3 credits to contribute to the 12 credits of psychology electives required. You do not have to do this though, it is merely an option. Please note, you cannot simply add special study courses to your schedule. You must obtain permission from the faculty member who will be overseeing the special studies opportunity. The second rule is that the minimum of 9 credits must be upper division psychology electives. This means that at least 9 of the 12 credits required for this section must be psychology electives that are at the 300-400 level. There is no pick list for this category. You have the option to choose any 300-400 level psychology elective for this category, excluding the Not From list. To find a full list of what psychology electives are offered each semester, please consult the CSU catalog, the registration system, and your academic advisor. Moving on to the GPSZ-C4 Other Required Courses section. Lastly, we have the Other Required Courses section. This outlines 3 remaining psychology major course requirements. The first is the Human Experience course. You will see the Not Previously Taken text next to the title. This highlights that the course for this section must be unique to this section and cannot double count for any other course requirement. In this example, the student is taking ETST 201 in the fall 2026 semester, which is fulfilling the Human Experience course requirement. The second requirement is statistics. All psychology majors must take a 300 level statistics course. It can be either Stat 301 or Stat 307. The prerequisite to take either of these statistic courses is a minimum of Math 117. Please consult with your academic advisor if you have any questions about the statistics requirement. Lastly is your science requirement. All psychology majors must take a 3rd science course. This science course must be a science that is housed within the College of Natural Sciences. From the Select From pick list, you will see course subjects. You can take any course from any of those subject titles except for BZ 101 or Life 102. You will want to triple check you choose a third science that counts for this category. Please consult with your academic advisor about which science you choose. The In Progress Coursework section. In this section, you can see your in progress courses. You can see how many credits you are taking and what the classes are. It will also show the semester you are registered for. In this example, FA26 stands for the fall of 2026. The elective credits section. This DARS example does not yet have an electives section. However, your DARS might have one. You will be able to see which courses you have taken that are counting as electives. If you have any questions about what is appearing in your electives credit section, please consult with your academic advisor. The Academic History section. In this section, you can review your academic history. It will have a detailed breakdown of all of the courses you have taken each semester. If you have transfer credits, you will easily be able to see which semester you took which courses in. This section will also show your final grades for each course. In this example, this fall 2026 semester is the first semester this student is taking courses at CSU. Hence, they do not have any final grades yet. If you have transfer credits, you will see a capital T before the grade you received in the course. The T stands for transfer credit. If you have any AP or IB scores, you may see a capital T and a capital S. The S stands for satisfactory, as you passed the final AP or IB exam. Your transfer credit final grades will be visible, but they are not factored into your CSU GPA. Your CSU GPA will only reflect the grades you have received at CSU. The Transfer Credit Report section. This DARS example does not have a Transfer Credit Report section. However, your DARS may have one. In this section, you will be able to see a breakdown of your transfer credits. They will be sectioned by the institution where they were completed. If you are supposed to have transfer credits and do not see them here, you may still need to submit your official transcripts from the institution you took the credits from. If you have submitted official transcripts, please note that it takes roughly 3 to 4 weeks for the coursework to reflect in your DARS. The Legend section. The legend has important information about what each symbol means in DARS. The code that I want you to know about is the greater than capital D symbol. This symbol means that the course you have registered for is not counting for credits because it is a duplicate course. The university will still charge you for the course, but you will not earn credit for it as you have already taken the course. Please run your DARS at least twice a semester, once before you register and once after you register. Check for this symbol. If you have it, consult with your academic advisor immediately. Please review the other symbols and meanings on your own time. Wrapping up. This concludes the DARS overview video. You are expected to run and interpret your DARS throughout your undergraduate studies. It is a tool to help you track your degree progress and identify remaining requirements needed to obtain your degree. However, you are not expected to be an expert in the auditing system. If you have any questions about your DARS, you are welcome to connect with your academic advisor.